Hello everyone, welcome to this Java tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn what is Java programming and how we can install and configure Java properly on our Windows machines. So let's begin. Initially, Java was developed by Sun Microsystems, and how that came into the existence. Sun Microsystems funded an internal research project which was led by James Gosling, and that project was known as Green. As a result of that project, a programming language came into existence, and that programming language was Oak. But unfortunately, what happened is that at that the same time there was another language with the same name. So they changed the name from Oak to Java. So that's how Java came into the existence. Now what is Java? Java is basically a high level platform independent programming language which works on the principles of object oriented. Now there are three concepts: high level, platform independent, object oriented. What is high level? High level is something which is less complex, easy to understand. It is more like of English language. So when we start working on Java program, when we start writing the Java programs, you will see that it is less complex, easy to write, as compared to the low level languages where you are talking in machine language or maybe some other languages like maybe assembly language. These are kind of different difficult languages when we actually write a program. So this is high level, means less complex, easy to understand and easy to write. Then we have a concept of platform independence. This means that you can write and run Java code on any platform like Windows, Linux, Mac. It is not dependent on any platform. There are a lot of applications which are either dependent on Windows operating system, or there are a lot of applications which are either dependent on Mac operating system. This means that you need particular operating system or platform to execute or run those applications. But this is not the case with the Java. Java is platform independent. You can run that code on Windows, Linux, Mac, and so on. So the idea behind this is that write once and run everywhere. Now the third concept here is that object oriented. So basically idea behind developing a language is that it should follow the real life objects, real life classes. So when we actually move forward in these tutorials, you will better understand the concepts of object oriented programming. As of now, just understand is that it is based on, or it refers to, the real time objects around us. Okay, so now let's go to the browser. But before that, we need to understand how Java works. So if we talk about Java itself, so what we will do is that we will write a code and we will save that code with .java. We will compile that code. When we compile that code, it will generate a byte file. That byte file will be given to the interpreter, and interpreter execute the byte code line by line and gives our instructions to the JVM. JVM is basically a Java virtual machine. So basically, if we talk about Java, so Java uses both compiler and interpreter. What is compiler? What is interpreter? In terms of functionality, they do same work. However, there's slightly a difference. Compiler compiles your code completely. For example, there are thousands of lines written in your file. It will compile and give you output, either in terms of error or there is any specific output. However, in contrast, interpreter go line by line. So it would be easier if there is a issue on line 2, you will get to know. Instead, whereas compiler will compile all 1,000 lines first and then give you the output. So in Java, both are used and they have different functionalities to perform in the Java. So this is how a Java works. So in our upcoming tutorials, we will write some code. We will see how we can compile a code, how we can generate the output from that code. So we will see in upcoming tutorials. Now let's move towards installation of Java. Let me go to the browser here, and in browser you need to type download JDK. Now you may ask me why I'm downloading the JDK when we are talking about Java. So JDK is Java Development Kit. We need a complete kit in order to write and run the Java code. So that's why. At the same time, you will hear about Java runtime environment, which is GRE, right? So GRE is used for running the programs, not for the development. And when we actually download Java development kit, it includes Java, it includes all the things which are required for development and running your Java code. So that's why we would be downloading the JDK here. And if you see that we have Java 18 and Java 17 available. However, what I would recommend is that go with the 17 as of now. 18 is just newer right now, so you might face some problems. So that's why we will go with the 17 as of now. You need to click on 17, and here you will find that you have different variants against different operating systems and platform. So if you are using the Linux, you can go with this. You can download from here. We are using a Mac, you can go here and you can download from here. And right now we are using Windows, so we can download from here. So you can go with any option here. You can go with the archive, you can go with installer. So I'm going with MSI installer. So just click on this one. It will start downloading a file here. So it's about 151 MBs right now in 17th version. So once it will be downloaded, what we will do is that we will run this installer, and we will be going step by step and completing our installation of Java. But that wouldn't be enough to run the Java. We need more configurations in our operating system. What we will be doing is that we will be setting up the environment variables so that our operating system can understand about Java. So meanwhile, we are downloading this one. Let me show you some terminal here, and in terminal I want to show you something. So here in terminal, if I type Java dash version, okay, so you can see that the operating system is unable to recognize the word Java. So we really want to we really want our operating system to understand what is Java, where it is installed, right? So once we will install the Java, we need to define the environment variables, and then we will come back here and type the same command. And if we configure it properly, it will display all the versions of Java, which is 17, and it will display here. So it is almost completed here. And what we need to do is that, let me minimize this one, and we need to click on this one. So you will find this pop up here. Just click on run, and now you can see that this is owned by Oracle. So initially it was Sun Microsystems product, now it is owned by Oracle. And just click on run here. You will find this pop up here. You just need to follow the instructions. Click on next. You need to install in C. Just go with the next, and it will ask for the permissions. Yes, and it will start copying files into your system, and that is done. Java SE Development Kit 17.0.2 16-bit successfully installed. So let me close this one. Now we have installed, but what we did is that we haven't set the environment variables. So if I click again here, so still it will say that Java is not recognized. So let me close this one and this one again. And now we need to go to environment variables, and here in system variables we need to create new, and we will be naming it as Java underscore home. And here we need to provide a path where Java is actually installed. So it will be installed in C, and let me go to my C drive here, and in program files you will see that here we have Java, and this is the main folder. So we need to copy this path from C till this main path. We need to copy from here, and we need to go here, and we need to provide this path. We need to click OK. So this environment variable has been created. Now we need to set the path. So from here in path, just click on add it, and we need to provide the path of Java. So the path is still this bin folder, right? So we need to copy this build folder from here, and we need to add this here, and we need to click OK and OK, and we are done. Now go to the your terminal and type java dash version. So still it's saying that Java is not recognized. So this means that there's some problem which we exactly need to fix it out. So what is the problem here? Why it is still says Java is not recognized? Whereas if we go to environment, environment variables, and go to the environment variables, it says that we have Java underscore home where we are pointing our JDK. That's correct. Then we have go to the path and edit the path. So we have till bin. That's correct. So Java should be recognized, right? But it is not recognizing. So let me go to simple command prompt, and let me type Java dash. So maybe this is due to my fluent terminal, but here in the command prompt you can see that it is displaying me the Java version, which was 17. And if you look at closer, you can see that Java runtime environment, which is JRE, it is also present in my system. So how that JRE got installed? We haven't installed JRE. We installed JDK. So this means that when we install JDK, it also contains JRE packages as well, right? So that's how you can install and configure Java on your Windows machines. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. We hope that you have learned something today. If you like our content, do like, share, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.